Do you cry?
I do.
He cried outside just now when we were discussing.
I do, yeah. I haven't cried in a while, but I do cry, yes.
But there is this perception that that makes a man weaker. I don't think so. I think men absolutely should cry, and I want my sons to know that they should be able to express their emotions.
Absolutely.
Does it matter if other people think that it's not very manly?
It does. It does because the perception that people have, especially young men growing up today, is that when you cry, you're weak. When you cry, you're not good enough. You're not man enough. We're encouraging young men to express their emotions appropriately, so not necessarily to cry. It's not just about crying. It's talking about your feelings, talking about the difficulties you're experiencing and why you experience.
I don't have a problem with the crying. Yeah, people want to emote. There's all sorts of reasons for emoting. I have a problem with the idea you're not allowed to use the phrase "man up" anymore.
Got it.
Right? When I played sport at any level, right, if you were losing a match, your coach would get you to go, right, lads, time to man up. Come on, right, and it would normally rally you to play better, right? What is wrong with the phrase "man up"? So why has it become this toxic thing where to behave like a man apparently is now a stick to beat you with?
So let me ask you this: when you were asked to man up, what did it mean to you?
Just get tough.
Get on with it. Get on with the job.
Get tough, be resilient.
Do better, be resilient.
Be mentally strong.
Be mentally strong.
All those things. I mean, what is wrong with actually... I've always believed in being affirmatively positive. In other words,
your strength.
Rather than wallow too much, actually try and encourage people to be mentally resilient and mentally strong. But you can't now use any language like that without people immediately screaming that they're offended.
And flow in the lines between masculinity and femininity. And I think, yes, a man should be able to express their feelings, but I also want an alpha male. I'm an alpha female, and if I didn't have an alpha male, I'd walk all over him, and then my libido would just be down the drain.
And interestingly...
Literally, you're ruining women's sex life.
And interestingly, as an alpha female, no one walks around calling you masculine.
No, sometimes they do.
Yes, they do.
They respect the fact that you're feminine or you're a woman. And,
yes,
and
but I don't want my man to be crying, you know, I mean, I cry every 28 days of my cycle. I don't want my man to be crying every 28 days.
When did masculinity... I've already column about this. No, hang on. I've already column about this yesterday for the Daily Mail, right? When did
I read that.
When did masculinity itself become an offensive word? When even Prince Charming, we're told by Keira Knightley, is an evil force that must be expunged from the world because he rescued, you know, a woman who was actually, in Cinderella's case, being abused, being kept in slavery, right? But because a handsome prince who she genuinely loves saves her, this is now apparently evil.
So let me get in there, Piers. This is it. There's actually nothing wrong, and the reason I'm in here is to actually encourage more people to talk about masculinity in the way that you're talking about. It's just...
I like being a man.
We just have to be a little bit more positive about that word. And you're right. It's been taken out of context and made to seem like being a man is a bad thing.
Right.
I actually don't talk about good men. I talk about men. You don't have to be good to be a man.
But you don't have to be bad to be masculine either.
No, absolutely.
Right.
And look at The Rock. Look at The Rock. He's
being masculine is not necessarily a bad thing.
But what is masculinity? Masculinity to me is being kind, is being caring, is being all those things.
And look at the words you're using. They're all the soft words, right? Which is fine.
Good.
But what is wrong with a man being strong?
Yes.
Nothing. In fact,
what is wrong with a man being tough?
In fact,
what is wrong with a man wanting to protect
being
dominant or a family or friends? What is wrong with those qualities?
You know, if I didn't want those qualities
James Bond style stuff. What is wrong with that?
Exactly. If I didn't want those qualities in a man, then I'd just date a woman.
So James Bond, look, I'll talk about that because I think you want to hear more about this. Masculinity. James Bond is a fantastic character. And he has some masculinity.
Apparently the new Bond will not be allowed to hit on women.
Masculinity.
It's got to be all PC.
He has some masculinity identities that are not encouraging to young men. And then has other ones, which we think are great. He's a protector, he's kind, he's loyal to his country, he wants to do well.
He's all of those things, and he is a good family man, and he loves his children, and he loves his wife.
And he carries them,
and he's masculine.
He kisses them, and reaches to them.
James Bond's a single guy. Why can't he hit on women?
Not that many. I mean, there were clinics for that.
Normally about three in a movie, spanning a span of, say, several months.
Yes, but also, how does he treat them? How does he speak to them?
Have you ever seen a Bond girl
how does he treat them?
James Bond?
No, because you're not there for the aftermath.
Yes,
actually, yes. You're not there for the aftermath.
When she gets disposed by him.
Name one Bond girl who actually didn't like him.
Susanna just mentioned it. When she gets disposed by him.
Yeah,
he moves on very quickly. He's not loyal. He doesn't. I mean, I don't think
masculinity,
you will
that's
like.
just
I don't
being a bit
think.
of a
I don't think
user.
you will. Well, it is masculinity because
No,
masculinity
The
is
Rock
positive.
doesn't do that.
But it is positive. It's a positive thing, and we should
What's
encourage more
positive?
men to be to have masculinity. That's
Here's
good.
what happens. If we take your yardstick for all this, here's where we end up. This is James Bond today. There we are. I mean, with the papoose. And the trouble with that is, it's not about carrying your child, but he's Bond. Carry the baby in your arms. Like I did with
I
mine.
disagree with you there, Piers. I think that's nice. I think
They
that he
look
can bond
ridiculous.
with his child, and I think it brings them closer
We're
together.
not going back over Papoose Gate, but honestly, that was such a sinking moment for me.
you.
It's like, oh, God.
Honestly, you were the only person in the universe who found that emasculating.
Yes,
Every
absolutely.
other woman
Honestly.
in the world saw Daniel Craig.
There's not a woman alive who actually... There's not a woman alive
That made
who
my
genuinely
ovaries happy.
likes
Ashley
Made
those
my
Papoose.
ovaries come alive.
Ashley thinks it was great.
Yeah.
And Ashley wants a man who can do these things.
It kills it. It kills it. Number one passion killer in the entire world.
Killed the
Daniel,
passion
right?
for Piers.
It's a papoose.
You find me sexy in my papoose?
Oh,
no.
my goodness, of course they
Nobody
do.
does.
It's like a
Daniel
baby
Craig.
magnet, having a baby in
Nobody
a cruise.
alive
Everyone
finds
loves it.
anything but a passion killer.
You know what?
They don't.
I think that child is happy in that papoose, and
How
that's
do you
what's
know?
important.
You can't even see it.
I think that's
If
what's
he was
important.
crying, walking down the street
Then I
crying
would have
with
a
the
real
papoose,
problem.
I had when
then I'd have a
my two
problem.
oldest were, I stood one in each arm, marching down the
But
high
it does
street.
go back to the cavemen days because the woman would want the man with the biggest muscles because they know that he would provide for the
Right.
family more.
I
He'd
like
get
the
them more
caveman
meat.
days.
And
Yeah,
look,
me
Things were
too.
simpler in the caveman days.
and those
honestly.
men today are different. Those men today are strong but kind,
Yes.
caring and loving.
Yeah, but
They speak their mind.
Now you're
they're
finally
firm.
now,
They're protective.
Now
they
you're
care.
finally
they
using
go out and work
right.
for their families.
Now you're
they ensure
finally,
that they can
now-
provide for their families.
Now you are
That's-
finally
yeah,
using
that's all
words like
masculine.
strong.
Yes.
And there's
But
nothing
also
wrong
the
with that
emotional
word.
Yes.
Women are
supportive
strong,
word.
and we encourage women to be strong. There's nothing less feminine
Women
about
like
women
men
being
to be strong.
I'm alpha
Period.
I'm
Yes.
alpha
And
female
period.
all day, every day. I need my man to be alpha male.
and
I'll
many
call
men
me out
like their women to
sometimes.
be strong too.
Yeah, masculinity is not always toxic. It can
No.
be a
No.
good thing. Chivalry
Absolutely.
is a good thing.
Yes.
Right? Men these days, you get women now, when you open a door for them, they frown at you. Or if you stand up when they walk in the room, they frown at you.
Yeah.
Or you have to pay a bill in a restaurant, they frown at you. What
Oh,
are
I
you frowning
wouldn't
about?
frown at any of
It's
that.
called chivalry.
Yeah.
Well, we're trying.
That might
we're-
just be
It's not
you.
toxic
That might just be
masculinity.
you that
I think
frowning
so.
They
at
might
me.
be frowning at me.
so.
That's
Yes.
just me frowning at you every day.